All right, hello and welcome to your day of stretching it all out. This is going to be a quick follow along video and we're going to get started right now. All you need is a yoga mat. We're going to start off on our yoga mat by taking a nice deep breath in, raising our hands up to the sky, stretch long and fold forward. I want you to keep your back straight and reach your hands as far away as you can. Drive your booty back. Get that good stretch through your hamstrings. Now let's go ahead and release our hands around our back. Reach towards the floor. Take a nice breath in. Put your hands on your shins. And we're going to come right back up to that straight back position. Push your shoulders down and back. And let's just go ahead and straighten one leg, bend the other. And let's do the other leg. Straighten and bend. Really accentuating that stretch in the straight leg as we go through one leg bent and one leg straightened. We're going to do one more time on each side here. Moving into that last side. I'm going to straighten both legs and again fall to the floor here. Let my hands hang, let my head hang. And now I'm going to roll up real slow. I'm rounding my back up towards the sky. My head and my arms are dead weight. Really coming up slow, enjoying that stretch. At the top, we're going to roll our shoulders back just a couple of times. Look towards the sky. And let's go ahead and take another nice deep breath. Open our hands up. Reach up high. Reach up nice and high. And this time, we're going to lean to the right. Pushing that left hip out. Really stretching towards the right and elongating. And now let's lean to the left. Same thing. We're pushing that right hip out, elongating through our spine. Back straight spine here, reaching again. And let's hinge over again, keeping our back nice and straight, pushing our butt back, extending our arms out long. And round your back. Allow your hands to fall towards the floor. We're going to take your hands about shoulder distance apart. If you need to bend at your knees to get your hands on the floor, have at it, because we're going to walk ourselves right out to a plank position. Hands are under shoulders. Feet are about hip distance apart. From this plank position, we're going to press up into a down dog. In that down dog position, I want you to pedal your right foot towards the floor while bending your left leg. And now let's switch that. Pedal your left foot heel towards the floor while bending your right leg. We're just going to go back and forth at your own pace. As you push that heel into the floor, I want you to notice the stretch that you're getting in your calves. Let's go ahead and do one more on each side. On into my last one here. And now I'm just going to bring my knees to the floor. I'm going to keep my hands underneath of my shoulders. My knees are under my hips. And I'm going into a cat-cow here. Go ahead and start off in cow. We're going to drop our belly towards the floor, raise our face to the sky, press our tailbone to the sky, and then let's reverse that. Press your back towards the sky, drop your tailbone, drop your head, tuck your chin, and reverse it. Go right back into that cow. Really think about getting as much movement through your spine here as you can. Back into that cat, really pressing up into the sky here, pulling your belly button towards your back. One more time in that cow, and we'll do one more time in cat. There we go. Drop it into that cat pose. Ooh, this feels really nice. Okay, now let's go back to straight spine. And we're just going to step our left foot forward. Our left foot is going to step forward right by our hand. And we'll press into a hip flexor stretch. So you want to try to keep your knee lined up over your foot here. And we're pressing that hip towards the ground. Really important as you're in this position that you're not pushing past your range of motion and that you're not putting your body into an unsafe position to get more range of motion. Oftentimes we can see the knee falling in, the foot flattening in order to get more range of motion. We want to avoid that. I want you in your range of motion with perfect form. So perfect form, I've still got an arch in my foot. My knee is lined up with my foot, not rolling in. My hips are squared up towards the front of the room here. And I'm just pressing into those hips, pushing them into the floor. And I'm going to take one more breath here. And then I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to sit back on this, keeping my heel on the floor. I'm straightening my front leg. And I'm sitting back and stretching the entire back side of my leg here. You can take your hands out in front if you want. I love inching them out as far as I can and getting a good stretch in my back as well as the back side of my leg when I do this. Just hold for one more breath. And then let's push forward back into that low runner's lunge, perfect form here. We're just going to add a twist. So I'm going to keep my right hand on the ground and I'm going to raise my left hand towards the sky and open up towards that front leg, really reaching high, pushing my shoulder down, and take that hand and reach it behind you as far as you can, elongating as much as you can. And let's go ahead and bring it right back to that starting place. And we're going to push right back one more time into that hamstring stretch. So I'm coming up on the heel of my foot. I'm straightening my front leg out. I'm inching my fingertips forward, getting a good stretch to the back side of my leg and through my back here. I'm just trying to relax into it. Let's take one more breath before we switch to the other side. All right. Switching to the other side, let's take that leg back, and now you're going to bring your right leg forward. And so we got that right leg forward, getting into our correct positioning here, so everything is nice and lined up. My hips are squared up. I have my knee over my foot. Even sometimes I like to take my knee and press it open a little bit more. You can feel a really good stretch through your inner thigh when you do this, pushing that knee open a little bit, keeping the arch in my foot. And we're going to go ahead and push back into this now. Drive back into it, straighten out that front leg, inch your fingertips forward. Oh yes, this feels glorious on my sore body. Hopefully this feels glorious on your sore body as well. Let's go ahead and push right back forward into it. That runner's lunge here. Again, getting everything set up and positioned correctly. And then I'm going to open up. Opening up towards that front leg, reaching to the sky. I'm not reaching behind me. I'm reaching straight up as long as I can get. And now I'm going to reach towards my back foot. Really allow my arm to drop just a bit, opening my chest up a little, and I'm rotating so my palm is to the sky. And let's bring it right back to that starting position. Push back into that hamstring stretch one more time. Nice deep breath here, enjoying that stretch. One more breath. We'll take it back into that cat-cow, or into that 4-point position. All right, let's push forward, and we're going to go right back into that 4-point position. Then we're going to take a seat, booty on the floor. From this position, we'll extend our right leg out, cross our left leg over, and then I'm going to turn to my left. So I'm hugging my knee into my chest, turning towards that bent leg. At the same time as I'm doing this, I'm focused on sitting up as tall as I can. Tall and elongated, pulling that knee into my chest. I'm feeling a really good stretch through my booty on that bent leg, but also through my back. Go ahead and take it to the other side. So extend your left leg, cross your right leg over, and we're turning to the right, getting as much rotation as we can, getting as tall as we can through it. Shoulders are pulled down and back, neck is long, pulling my knee into my chest. Ooh, this feels so good. If this feels good on your booty, you're gonna like what's coming up next. One more breath here, and we're gonna move into a figure 4. All right, next up is going to be your figure 4. So I'm going to take my right leg out again. I'm going to take my left leg and cross my ankle over my knee, right above my knee. And then I'm going to pull my foot towards my body while pushing my knee away from my body. This is going to give me a really good stretch in my left butt cheek. If you want, you could take your hand behind you, which can help you sit up a little bit straighter and get more out of this stretch. But really be sure you're pushing against that knee, pushing it open, and then pulling your foot towards your body to get the most out of this stretch. I'm just going to take one more second here. We've got the other side, and then we have one more stretch after this, and whew, you should feel good. Let's go ahead and switch it up. Other side, same thing. Right leg over that left leg, pushing my knee open, pulling my foot closer to my body. I'm going to take my hand, put it down behind my back, and I'm breathing and trying to focus on allowing my muscles to really relax in these positions. Oftentimes, it can be our first instinct to hold tension against stretches. Really try to focus on relaxing the muscles that you're stretching and allowing for more movement. Let's take one more breath here. Beautiful. All right, our final stretch, we're going to take it into child's pose. So you're going to come onto your hands and knees here. I want you to take your knees nice and wide. Your feet should be kind of close to each other. Press your butt down onto your heels. Press your chest in between your knees, and then inch your fingertips out as far as you can inch them out. We want to create as much length from the tips of our fingers to the base of our tailbone here. And let's just take a nice breath, really focused on that good stretch. Now I'm going to walk both of my hands to the right, and I'm going to take my left hand and put it on top of my right hand, kind of interlace my fingers there, which is going to allow me to pull my left side just a little bit so I get an extra stretch there through my left side. Let's go ahead and start moving to the other side here. Moving over to the left side, we're going to take our right hand, put it on top of the left hand, get that good pull to get that stretch in the right side of your body. Oh, my right side's definitely feeling it more than my left side was. And let's go ahead and walk it right back to the center. And you can take as much time here in this position as you need. And on that note, I'm going to call it done here, but you stay in that position as long as you need. Have a fantastic day.